All right, shout out camera. Public gooners must be stopped. Not sure who the topic of this discussion is, but I would by and large agree.
Have you ever thought about gooning in public? Okay, I know that's a crazy way to start off this video, but I feel like we just gotta get straight to the point. Like, have y'all ever thought about that? Just going out into public, you know, and gooning away? Probably not, because of two main reasons. Number one, it's illegal. There's a chance you can be put in jail from gooning in public, and you could also be put on the RSO, which I'm sure none of you want to be put on the RSO or want to go to jail. At least I'd hope. And then number two, because it's very weird. I feel like many of us can agree that if you go out in public and goon, it's odd. Gooning is something that, like, okay, this is gonna be a crazy video already. I'm gonna just say that right now. But like, gooning, it's something you do in private. And to do that in public, it's very creepy. But the thing is, right, some people are just so gooned out to the point where it becomes an addiction, right? They've gooned so much to the point where they don't get pleasure from looking at a screen and gooning anymore in their room. And the only way they can get pleasure now is by going out in public and gooning. And this year, I swear, there's been so many cases of public gooners, and we're gonna be talking about them in this video. We're gonna start off with the most known public gooner that you all may already know, Nautica Malone. I'm sure we've all heard about his story by now, but if you haven't, I'm gonna tell y'all. So Nautica Malone was this 27-year-old married man with a kid who seemed to have a huge gooning issue. And he seemed to have the type of gooning issue where you can't get off to the regular stuff. So what he decided to do one day is go to a place called Bikini Beans, which is pretty much like a Starbucks and a Hooters combined. You get served coffee by women in bikinis. It doesn't sound too pleasant if I'm being real. And while he was at Bikini Beans, he was gooning in his car while going through the drive-thru.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
With no pants on, by the way, just bare booty cheeks on the seat.
Yo, I'm trying to stay locked in. It's hard. I didn't know that was his name. You know, Eminem is a crazy abbreviation for it. It didn't occur to me that he was pulling up to order. I thought he ordered at the thing, then pulled up to get the order, and that's when they saw. Secondarily, why are we doing it when if somebody's eye level is above the bottom part of your car, they can see down into your car because they have to look at you. He just didn't think it through, you know, sir. I'm not gonna say that.
Gooning in his car while driving. And one of the workers happened to be recording this because this wasn't the only time he's done something like this. And since the establishment got it on video, they decided to upload the video. And this video went mega viral. And when I tell you, everyone was clowning on this man. And since everyone was clowning him, this man was drowning in embarrassment. And a day later, he decided to commit, which is very sad. Condolences to the man's family. And the craziest part is that this got turned into a meme shortly after. People referred to this as a goonicide. Even his car got turned into a meme. The black Challenger is now referred to as the ghost of the goon, all because of this man. You can't.
It's not funny. I promise you it's not funny. Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody, and bro called him the Flying Goonsman, and that told me everything I needed to know.
Drive a black Challenger anymore in society, or people are gonna scream, "The ghost of the goon! The ghost of the goon!" Then you had weirdos doing tributes and saying that Bikini Beans killed the man, pretty much blaming Bikini Beans for recording him and uploading it online.
No, that's too far.
I can't goon! I can't goon! You that man! You that man!
But in my opinion, like, you can't get mad at Bikini Beans. I mean, this man quietly
He's a weirdo.
pulled up with his pants down, gooning in his whip. Like, how can you be mad at the workers? They're just trying to work. You also had weirdos doing memorials for this man outside.
I saw
of
that was
Bikini
crazy.
Beans.
When I say his name, you say not.
This is the same dude that was just in the last one.
He quite literally sexually harassed a woman. And y'all are over here celebrating this man for content. It's very odd. Like, I feel like when it comes to the memes,
I didn't realize
the
they did it
memes
right
are more
outside the
making
store
fun of the
either.
situation, which it sounds so messed up.
To clarify, making fun of him gooning in his car, not him taking his life. Exactly, right? Cam, we're on the same page. We're on the same page, gang. Trust.
Because at the end of the day, the man died and his daughter won't grow up with a father and his wife
Facts.
won't raise the daughter with their husband. You know, it's very sad. But I feel like going out in public and holding a whole memorial at Bikini Beans.
Yeah, that's
for
too
Nautica
far.
Malone when this man sexually harassed a woman, I feel like that's insane. Now, after the death of Nautica Malone, Bikini Beans actually decided to drop a statement saying, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the individual involved during this difficult time. This was an unfortunate and tragic situation. As a company, the safety of our employees is always our top priority. In this case, an individual chose to commit a crime at one of our locations. We take incidents like this very seriously and remain committed to protecting our team and maintaining a safe and respectful environment. Thank you for your continued support." And
That's the correct answer. To me, that's the correct. That's what you have to do. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
a lot of people online were defending Nautica Malone, saying, "I hope your business gets sued for posting that man on the internet. It's one thing to make a poor choice. It's another to be ashamed and bullied to the world. Name the employee who did it and let's see how she likes being doxxed online." Bikini Beans is literally a Starbucks version of Hooters. They're enabling this degeneracy. Hooter girls have more clothes on, which I feel like is so stupid to defend this man, because the man, once again, quite literally sexually harassed a worker. Just because the workers are wearing bikinis, that doesn't mean you can just show up with your pants down gooning away. You think that just because a employee is wearing a bikini, you can just walk in stroking your meat? Like, you can't do that. That's insane. Is this establishment made to get money out of these weird and horny men? Most definitely. But the dude quite literally pulled up with his meat out. That's weird and illegal. Stop defending this man. Don't get me wrong, I don't think the man should have offed himself because of this. I think that's very sad. Once again, his daughter not growing up with a dad, and his wife lost her husband. It's a very tragic situation.
On a side note, him having a daughter and still thinking like let's do this. Let me goon. I have a wife that I can literally goon in, but you know, or she could goon me, but you know, no. Let me pull up to this drive-through and get my Starbucks coffee with a side of goonage, a side of goon material. And then I'm gonna let them watch. Like, my biggest issue, aside from the fact that he obviously actually did it, is the fact that like he pulled up, and you can see into the car. I don't know how his brain how he didn't mentally gather that that was even a possibility. He didn't even have a blanket over his lap or anything. He didn't have, you know, a laptop just sitting there, a book, nothing, just straight meat out. And I've never seen the undoctored video, so. The only thing worse than his meat just being out is if he was literally stroking it as he was talking to her, because that means in his head, he didn't think that she saw him stroking his meat while he was talking to her. That's a bad look.
But at the same time, Nautica Malone sexually harassed a girl. Like, we can't sit here and act like he didn't. A lot of people are trying to be like, oh, why'd they post the video and stuff like that?
Because he did
this
it.
thing has happened before with this guy.
Of his own volition.
They just wanted to protect themselves. But that's not even
Oh,
the
he's a
craziest
repeat
public
offender
Gooner
there.
case. There's another case where a man named Gary Miles pulled off a drive-by goon in Philadelphia. It's not always sunny in Philadelphia. Basically, what this man Gary Miles did is he walked into a Dollar Tree, gooned on a girl's leg, and ran out.
Look, he nutted on my leg. You go to hell, bitch. Oh my God. He nutted on my leg.
This video is genuinely so sad because this woman is crying while saying this. These public gooners gotta go. Now, as you can see, the man ran off before the cops could arrive, and this video was posted on the internet and it went mega viral. It went so viral that Philadelphia legend Meek Mill chimed in offering $2,000 to who could find the man. Let's play Manhunt with him today in Philly, some community service. I got 2 bands for his low, but you gotta connect. Which I like that. Meek Mill's trying to crack down on these weirdos in Philly. He doesn't want these weirdos taking over his city. He also said, just go live with him. Don't pursue him. It gotta actually be you. Philly's small. People know where this creep ass dude at. Get him the out of here. We need community protection also, which is facts. But also at the same time, this man saying go live with him, it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, I found the guy who gooned on the girl's leg. I'm gonna just go live. Hey, Meek Mill, I'm live. I got him right here. Like, that's just kind of... That's insane. But hey, Meek Mill has said some wilder things, you know, like asking for vibrating panties. Another insane part about this whole case is that the man's t-shirt while doing this said, it's not going to lick itself with a candy cane on it. This man is the most freaked out human being on this planet. This is disgusting. This is a sick human. But later, this guy ended up turning himself in. He was on the run, but I guess post-nut clarity hit, and the man decided to take a stroll over to the police station, and he was charged with indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, and harassment. And
bro's 35 years
this wasn't
old.
his only time doing something like this. Between April 2011 and December 2021, Gary Miles was arrested at least 5 times on charges including indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness.
That's an average of every 2 years. He just had to get it off. Every 2 years. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Send him to a psychiatric ward and leave him there, bro. Or just send him to prison. Or just send him to prison for a year. Just give him a year. We'll see if he does something again after that. If he does something again after that, let's go ahead and pack him up. Right? I'm trying to justify just not offing him out right off the bat. Because clearly, whatever they've been doing to him the past 4 times, right? This is number 5. So the first 4 times it didn't work. This time we got to do something different, guys. We got to mix it up. We're too predictable at this point. He keeps thinking he can just, you know, either get away with it because he's only been caught 5 times. That doesn't mean he's only done it 5 times. He's only been gathered and captured 5 times. I'm not gonna lie. Lock him down.
Disorderly conduct and burglary. 5 times within 10 years? Jesus, man. Now, one of those 5 cases actually involved him breaking into a family's house while being exposed.
Deja recalls waking up to Miles standing at the bed where she slept next to her mom, who was pregnant.
See a man over my mother. He's exposing himself.
Miles was arrested and had several court appearances.
He had said he had been in her house several times before the day that we saw him.
This man is truly a sick human being. And throughout the research of this video,
I changed my mind. Yes, just send him to prison and leave him there. Let somebody tickle that booty hole. just let another grown man tickle that booty hole. He 35 years old, gang. He been doing it since he was 25. Since he was 25, bro. And they keep releasing him out into the wild again. Yo, nah. Put an ankle monitor on his fool. Put a tracker in his anal cavity.
Find him being
Who's he gonna say? No.
Unfortunately, I hope he's in jail. But if he's not, that's gonna be bad because he's probably just gonna keep on doing this again, and again.
Until somebody puts a bullet in him.
Sick human? A man named Joshua Scornavacci, who was a 37-year-old man who drove 150 miles to watch a Korn concert. Korn is a band. For y'all that don't know.
Oh.
And while watching the concert, he decided to just start gooning out of nowhere. And concert goers noticed this, and they decided to start recording because this is weird. This is disgusting.
Yo, drop the vid.
This man going. And he just kept stroking away.
The song is that good, bro?
And I don't know what's crazier, gooning at a concert or gooning to the song that he's gooning to. How are you gooning to metal? And it's crazy because this guy definitely heard everyone around saying ew. He just
did not care.
Like, you went to a concert, you went there to hear the music and feel the vibes, right? You can definitely hear these people around saying ew. They're closer to you than Korn is on stage. And the worst part is that this guy only stopped after getting punched in the head by one of the concert goers. He didn't stop after hearing people say ew and stuff like that. He stopped after getting punched in the head, which I'm glad he got punched because this is weird. There's kids around in this stadium. But after that, the police came to take him away.
Yeah, go ahead and tase, bro. Pack him up. It's GG. Oh, copyright music. Why are
He
you
was
looking
later charged
aggressively?
with lewdness and resisting arrest. But since then, he's been released and due in court sometime this month. This actually happened very recently. And the story is so wild to me because, like, you're telling me that you drove all these miles and spent all this money to beat off at a concert. You could have just done that in the comfort of your own home, man. Like, without wasting
is
any
true.
money or any time or any gas.
He
you
needed
know?
the full
This man put
experience.
wear and tear on his car just to beat off at a concert. It's so insane to think about. But this man is so gooned out to the point where he doesn't think like that. This man was just thinking about the rush that he was going to get beating off at the Korn concert. He was chasing that next high, and that next high was gooning at the concert. You know, he couldn't get off in his room anymore. It's so crazy. Like, I just can't imagine myself like just pulling out my meat and gooning around a bunch of people, especially at a concert. Are we being dead serious right now? Another place I couldn't imagine myself gooning at is school. Yet there's so many people out there that goon at school. Crazy enough, there's actually been.
Here's my thing with the kids at school, right? If we're not talking about college people, you gotta lock in, bro. Just go to your dorm, bro. Just go to your dorm, go to the car, go do something, bro. But like high schoolers and middle schoolers, I'm not saying I condone it. I'm not saying it should be socially acceptable. I'm just saying there's a lot of raging hormones, and I understand that a lot of them don't know how to properly take care of themselves, because I know a lot of them also don't know how to properly wash their behinds. So either be it guys or girls, take it to a bathroom stall. I don't even want to say that because it sounds like I'm condoning it. You know, just please take care of that before you go to school, gang. Or like hold out somehow until after fourth block, after eighth period, whatever, however your schedule works, bro. After that 2:15 deadline, 2:30, whatever it is, bro. Just please. I promise, it's not that fun doing it at school, bro. Plus everything's nasty there. People be getting all types of sick from toilet seats and everything. You probably gonna sit on the toilet and start cracking yourself. You gonna start cracking, gang. Hold on. Come here. We cracking ourselves in the school building, bro. You gonna sit on that germ infested toilet and crack yourself, twin? Twin, you bugging? Ain't no way. I would never. No.
In this video that I saw on TikTok recently, where these girls were doing a study date at their university, and while they were doing this study date, a dude sat super close to them and started gooning.
That's crazy. That's actually sickening behavior. Is him right there with the AirPods in? This is bad.
How can you goon at school? Like, that's a place where you gotta show up every day. I understand at a university you don't see the same people every day as much as, like, let's say high school or middle school, right? But still, like, how can you just goon at school? It's so weird. But hey, maybe he wasn't a student, you know? Maybe he just decided to go to a college campus to goon to the students, which would make it even more weird if I'm being real.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
kinda
gonna
doubt
lie.
that though, because there's a backpack laying in front of him. Unless the man bought a backpack to go to a college campus to goon, which would make this even more insane than it already is, but I highly doubt that. I think this guy had to be a student. There's no way he wasn't a student. He looks young. He's got the backpack. He looks around their age. He's got to be a student. That's just very, very weird. This whole public gooning thing has got to stop, man. It's so weird. It's disgusting. Like, I can't imagine just sitting somewhere and somebody's just gooning right next to me. I'm gonna have to just punch the dude, really. I'm gonna have to do them like they did the dude at the concert gooning. All in all, my final thoughts on this whole, like, public gooning thing. Control your gooning before the gooning controls you. If you have a gooning issue, get some help, or just don't goon at all. I feel like that's just better to do. But yeah, all that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I
Yeah.
appreciate.
Can't be a slave to the goon, gang. The goon belongs to you. You do not belong to the goon. Lock it in. That's all I got for you. Trust.